Good morning, my dear subscribers. You're welcome to Sunlight Grant channel, where we give you the latest of the UAAG disbursement funding. In case you're new on my channel, please don't forget to click on the notification bell and subscribe. In case we drop new videos, you'll be highly updated.
Of January 2025 and beg your pardon 2026, and it's very important that we get this particular information very clear. The new CBN withdrawal limits, I want to kind of explain it in the way that you will understand the Nigerians' new cash withdrawal and understanding the new 500,000 naira weekly withdrawal limit in Nigeria. It's a CBN's new cash policy, and the limits, the fees, and what you are expected to do. Why withdrawing your own money now comes with extra charges in Nigeria, but you have to understand everything clearly. So imagine walking into a bank, withdrawing your own money, and later discovering that you were charged 6,000 naira, 50,000 naira, or even 250,000 naira, not for a loan, not for interest, but simply for taking out cash in your own bank account. That is not the reality for a lot of Nigerians who don't fully understand the new CBN withdrawal rules. There is fear right now, there is confusion, there's a lot of misinformation circulating about that. But here's the simple truth. You don't have to lose a single extra naira if you understand how the system works. So this breakdown this morning for you is going to explain everything clearly, calmly, and without technical jargon, so that you can protect your money and also stay ahead. Needful to also say this, that Nigeria just made cash a little bit more expensive, and most people don't realize that yet. You can still withdraw your money, you can still use cash, but if you do it in the wrong way, the system is going to quietly charge you 3% or 5% week after week, until the losses add up to hundreds of thousands or even millions of naira. This is not a rumor. It's just not a rumor. It's not a ban. It's just a behavior changing policy in this country. And if you don't understand it, you will pay for it. So my honest explanation of the new withdrawal limit, what they mean for individuals, businesses, and how the charges really work, and the smart ways that Nigerians are already adjusting to that. I'll be right back in a moment, just after this time out. Don't go anywhere. Be with us. All right, thank you so very much, and welcome back once again to Prince's Seat. First, in case you have not subscribed to our channel, this is an institution of learning. Please rightly do so, so that we can get all of the information that we need in time like this. Very, very important. Now, like I said earlier, if you see the caption, the new withdrawal limit, I want to explain it for us so that we need to understand what we are into. Before the rumors, the panic, the half-truth spread any further, I'm going to slow everything down and explain this new CBN cash withdrawal rules very clearly, without drama. And this guide is going to break it down on how the limits work, what the charges really mean, and how for you to avoid unnecessary fees while still living your normal life. Now, for individuals, as an individual, you are allowed to withdraw up to 500,000 per week in cash. Now, this limit applies across all channels combined, whether it's ATM withdrawals, whether it's POS cash withdrawals, whether it's over-the-counter bank branch withdrawals or any of those sorts. Now, once your total cash withdrawals exceed 500,000 within a single week, 3% charge applies only to the excess amount, not all the withdrawals, not the entire withdrawal. Let me repeat that again for assimilation's sake. Once your total, you are allowed to withdraw 500,000 naira within a single week, cash. Now, once your total cash withdrawals exceed that 500,000 naira within that single week, a 3% charge applies only to the excess amount. Like if you withdraw 510,000, 10,000 withdrawal charge of 3% will be levied on that. You pay a fee for that 10,000, not the 500,000. You understand? And not the entire withdrawal, it's just on the excess charge. This is not a cumulative system wide limit. It does not matter how many banks accounts you have, how many banks you use, whether withdrawals are spread across ATMs, POS, or bank counters. The CBN tracks withdrawals per individual across the entire banking system. Now, for instance, if you withdraw 700,000 in 1 week, the allowed amount is 500,000. I'm just trying to still put more light on that. The allowed amount within a week is 500,000. Then the excess amount on this 700,000 you withdraw in 1 week is 200,000. So a fee of 3% is charged on the 200,000, which is what? 6,000 naira. So you still get your money, but you pay 6,000 naira extra simply for exceeding the limit of 500,000 per week. I hope that clears that on an individual basis. Now, going further, for business or for corporate accounts, corporate accounts are given a higher allowance. In other words, businesses can withdraw up to 5 million naira per week in cash. Once withdrawals exceed that 5 million, as opposed to 500,000 for individual, a 5% fee would apply to the excess amount only. Now, for instance, if a business withdraws 7 million in 1 week, 7 million naira in 1 week, the allowed amount is expected to be 5 million naira in 1 week. And then that means you've withdrawn excess amount of 2 million naira. So there's a fee of 5% charge that will be placed on the extra 2 million that you withdraw. And that is 100,000. You understand? Again, the cash is available, but at a significant cost. I hope that clears that. Now, about the ATM withdrawals also. ATMs now have a daily withdrawal limit of 100,000. 100,000 naira. However, this does not replace the weekly limit. It feeds into it. And that means that ATM withdrawals count toward your 500,000 naira weekly limit. The POS and over-the-counter withdrawals also count toward the same total. You understand? Now, let's take, for example, if you withdraw 100,000 daily from an ATM for 5 days, you have simply exhausted your 500,000 naira weekly limit by Friday. So any further cash withdrawal that same week, ATM, POS, or bank counter will attract the 3% excess charge. You know what makes me laugh right now is just a kind of question just came to my mind. Like somebody say, okay, can I carry over if I don't withdraw up to 500,000 a week? Can I carry it over to the following week so that they can count it for me? I cannot withdraw. There's nothing like that. It's a weekly engagement. You understand? So what this means for your daily life, the real impact depends on how much you personally rely on cash withdrawals. And here's what most Nigerians should realistically expect. First, digital payments will become the default. In other words, cash-heavy lifestyles will now cost you more. Bank transfers, mobile banking, POS payments remains free and unlimited. If you have to be doing transfers and all that, making them the smarter option. That means even a market woman right now needs to go on digital. You get to buy something from the market and you know that it's within the reach of 500,000 withdrawal. Fine, you can do that. But when you know that it's something too much, too large, that you could be charged a fee for that, why don't you do transfer? Then secondly, ATM queues also may increase. With 100,000 daily cap, more people may withdraw frequently, potentially leading to longer queues and busier ATMs, just like it used to be before. Then fees now can quietly drain your money. If you withdraw 800,000 weekly as an individual, excess of 300,000, weekly fee of 9,000 on that 800,000 you withdrew, the yearly cost of 460,000 just in penalties. You know what that means? That's too bogus. It's outrageous. It's very much outrageous. How do you classify that? All right, going forward, let me put it as fourthly, the cash-based small businesses also will just have to adapt at this time. A business withdrawing 10 million naira weekly with excess of 5 million, because they are allowed to withdraw 5 million weekly. So you withdraw 10 million naira weekly. That means you have an excess charge of 5 million and then a weekly penalty on that excess charge, which is 5 million. A penalty of 250,000 will be paid for that excess 5 million. And then that means annually you are paying 13 million naira as just penalties. That's money lost, not to suppliers or growth, but to fees, to excess charge. 13 million annually, that's what you're paying. So I think currently planning now matters more than ever. Impulsive withdrawals can now come with painful surprises. So thinking ahead helps you to avoid unnecessary charges. A big one-time expenses now require strategy. You need 2 million naira cash urgently. There are two options for you. Withdraw 500,000 weekly over the next 4 weeks. No fees. You understand? So, no fees. The second option is that you withdraw at once and pay 3% penalty fee of 45,000 for the 2 million naira cash you want to withdraw. You understand what I'm saying? That's for an individual. And if it is for business, then you know what you have to pay as the 5% penalty fee. So sometimes convenience is worth the fee, but now it's a conscious choice. Then there's a good news. What has not changed? Despite all of these restrictions, several things still remain positive. The cash deposits are completely free. The previous fees have been removed. Then the bank transfers are unlimited and also free. The POS payments are also unaffected. Then the online and mobile banking remains still unchanged, and the cash is still legal tender. You can still use it for any transaction. But when you are going beyond your boundary, you have to pay a penalty. So the restriction is just on withdrawing large amounts, not on using cash itself. So, but then before I end this submission for you this morning, there is a need to know how to avoid excess withdrawal fees of 3 to 5%. And these are just like practical ways that you can stay within the limits and the boundary. First, you have to reduce dependence on cash. What do I mean? Use transfers. You understand? Use POS, use mobile payments wherever it is possible. Then secondly, you can spread your withdrawals across weeks. 400,000 this week, 400,000 next week. It beats that 800,000 naira once with penalties. You understand? It's just to think ahead. Okay, I need it maybe in 2 weeks time, why don't you start from this week and withdraw the 400,000? By that next week, you'd have gotten to your 800,000 without any penalty. If you want to maximize your earnings or your money. Then thirdly, you also have to pay recurring bills digitally. So your school fees, rent, your utilities, your subscriptions can all be paid via transfer. My last rentage was sent to